gotta love it. You gotta love it. Yes, man. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to another exciting and brand new episode of Lead Now. Where's the DJ element? Where's the DJ? There we go. There we go. Come on. We always got to put in the audience. We always got to put in the audience. And just a reminder to you back at home watching, the show is all about highlighting and covering all the major significant aspects around the concept of leadership. And we have to give that shout out to Dr. John C. Maxwell and the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. And we have to introduce ourselves, all right? Yes. Let's remind the people who we are. I did it last time and I'm going to do it again. Please tell me.
I am Anton.
There we go. There we go. All right. I'm going to use his voice. I am Rendani Tshivhula, a.k.a. Rendani, your number one MC.
Good stuff.
There we go. All right.
You even sounded more mature than
Look, it's the voice. It's the voice thing. But jumping straight into it, we did say it's all about this. The series is all about the 21 Irrefutable Leadership Laws by Dr. John C. Maxwell. And right now, we're almost there. We're on the leadership law number 19. Very connected to me, the law of timing. Look at Anton's face right now.
It's not the law of time. It's the law of timing.
Timing, yes, the law of timing.
Yes.
And I think we might as well respect time and watch our timing and go into it. What is this law all about?
Well, the big thing is that the most precious resources we have in life is time.
Yes.
Okay. So time is the one thing that when it's used, it's gone forever.
You can't relive.
It's not recyclable. You can't recycle time.
Yeah.
You can't experience it again. You can't go back and change anything. So once that second is gone, it is gone.
Yes.
You know? Yeah. Therefore, we need to respect time, first of all. And we need to live with that respect for time. But we also need to learn how to use time properly. So my actions at a specific point in time is what I call timing.
So it's connected to the law of priority as well.
Yes, yeah. So also what I do when. Yeah, so it's also connected to the law of respect. Respecting time and I respect other people's time.
Of course,
all that stuff. But the big thing about the law of timing is literally that it refers to that ability from a leader to do the right thing at the right time. You know, because that's the key. So it's not just about doing the right thing.
Okay.
It's also about doing the right thing at the right time.
At the right time.
Yes.
But now, how does right or wrong timing affect one personally?
You personally. Okay, so let's take you growing up. Okay. If you are 6 years old and I give you the keys of a car.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. And I let you drive. Do you think that is going to have a good outcome?
No.
No.
Not at all.
Because you are not ready for that decision.
Yes.
So the action of teaching you to drive is the right decision. I have to teach you to drive. But I have to do that at the right time. That's the thing.
Our timing was perfect.
Yes. So I have to learn to actually apply the right thing at the right time. And the same with me growing. You know, so life is this journey of growth. It's this journey of going through tough things where I grow. So if I, for example, want to, let's say now, for example, I believe that the best way for me to grow is to climb Mount Everest.
Yes.
So for me to grow as a person, I want some challenge that I am going to conquer in my life, so I'm going to climb Mount Everest. If I go tomorrow and climb Mount Everest, I will die.
You're not ready.
Because I'm not ready for it.
Yeah.
I'm not prepared. I haven't gone through a journey to get me there. So the timing is wrong. So I first have to develop myself over stages to get to the point where I can take on that big challenge. And that is the thing about timing. So timing is connected to growth. You know, so in my personal life, as I grow, I have to make the right decisions at the right time. So if I, at this point in my life, go through things which are too tough for me to handle, it can break me.
Yes.
Okay. Whereas once I'm on that journey of growth and I go through it there, I am more equipped to deal with it. So we got to see life like that as this journey of growth and development, whereby I improve over time and I take on tougher challenges over time. The same thing now. If I take a challenge over a year that is on this level. Like let's say I'm in grade 8
Yes.
and I do a grade 8 challenge.
Yes.
Now I get to grade 12 and I do a grade 8 challenge. Then I can become complacent because this is now very easy. And I can start forming a false perception of myself.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden, this challenge is not really a challenge.
Yes.
So I need the right challenge in my life at the right time. That is how it affects me personally. If you guys hear a boom when I hit this thing, I'm sorry, I'm talking with my hands today.
It's the passion. It's the passion. There's no mistake in this production. Everything is intentional, okay? So going back to timing, and it's all about doing the right thing at the right time.
Yes. Yeah, so timing is everything, you know, when you're going to execute stuff. If I do the wrong thing at the wrong time, it leads to disaster. Okay, so when I coach rugby, I always say to the boys, something is only a mistake if I don't fix it.
Yes.
Okay, but sometimes I make the mistake and I make it at the wrong time as well. Like, for example, I received the ball behind my own try line and I decide now I'm going to run and score a try.
Just put it down.
And they tackle me right there and they steal the ball and they score the try. Understand? It's a disaster. So to bring it back to business, let's use lockdown as an example. All the companies went through lockdown. So a typical practical example in there is, for example, in the camping industry where I work a lot, there were some camps that the moment lockdown happened, they closed everything down, they shut everyone down, they fired everyone in the company. And
That's true.
it was all about me and my own self-preservation. So as a leader, that's the wrong decision at the wrong time because you don't even consider those people who are working for you.
That's true.
Who have now lost their jobs and their livelihood.
But
So
it's a
yes, you are now a
circumstance.
little bit more uncomfortable, but what about the guys working for you?
True.
So in lockdown, those guys who just fired everybody because they see I'm going to have less income. That was the wrong decision at the wrong time for the sake of the people. Okay, working for you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can do the right thing at the wrong time.
Yes. Let's talk
Okay.
about that. That I need to hear.
So that's also about timing. So sometimes I can see, okay, this is what I need to do, but my timing is not good. So for example, back to the lockdown example, that would typically be where I see now, okay, we are going to lose income. So what I say to my staff is you guys are now going to work double shifts to make up for the loss of income. Okay, so when I do the right thing at the wrong time, it leads to resistance. So people becomes upset.
Conflict.
Because
is
they
created.
conflict, because they don't feel this is right.
Yeah.
So in that scenario now, by asking more from your guys in a time when things are tough and everyone is struggling, and now I want more,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's the wrong time to do
The
that.
timing is not
The
perfect.
timing is not right.
Okay. Okay.
Then you get the wrong thing at the right time.
Now we're mixing it up. Yeah.
So sometimes at the right time, so that this opportunity is there, but I do make the wrong decision. For example, in lockdown, I see, okay, there's a gap in the market. Now I'm going to expand my business. Okay. Yes, the gap in the market is there, but at the moment there's no spending power.
Yes.
The moment the economy is
You
down.
didn't look at the overall
That's
picture.
it. So if I now suddenly put in a lot of money to expand the business and I'm not going to get that income, it's a mistake.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
understand? So it's a right decision because the gap is there. But I need to do it in such a way that when I do it, the time is right as well. And then the fourth one is the one that you want. It's the right decision at the right time. So typically, that is what brings success. So in the lockdown situation, it is where I will look at the market, I will look at the needs, and then I will start building for when this time is over so that I can actually have a right thing. For example, when we were on the farm, okay, when I grew up, we had a farm. And in the early 80s, there was a drought, right? 1981, 82, 83, South Africa went through a very bad drought. And I remember there in 1983, my dad started building a dam. Understand? There was no water.
But he started building.
He started building a dam. And I still asked him, I'll never forget, I asked him, why do you build a dam during drought? Where's the water that's going to be in your
He's
dam?
visionary though.
And he said to me, that is when you build the dam, when there's not water. Because you are not building the dam for now, you are building it for when the water comes.
It will come.
It will come. You know, so you got to time it right. And you got to do it in such a way that it doesn't kill you building that dam. So you don't put all your food money into your dam.
Yeah.
You got to do the right thing at the right time. Yes.
I love that. Before I even get into changing the scenario, because I want to speak about it from a different angle, but is timing all about luck as well?
Luck sometimes play a role.
Okay.
In timing. So you could make the right decision at the right time by accident.
I like
but
that.
Leadership
Yeah.
is about being intentional about those decisions. To judge the situation and then to decide, okay, this is what I do now.
I love how you responded to that. I have to put it this way, all right? I want to change the scenario. We're all different and we come from different backgrounds and have different belief systems, all right? I'm a very spiritual person, okay? And I've asked God for certain things, but he doesn't deliver them at that time, you know? And I need to understand how this scenario works. And I'm speaking from a spiritual thing. And I know someone watching can relate to this, you know, because you really need that. You feel that you need that. But it doesn't happen at that time.
Yeah.
And then when the response comes, it's not when you really needed it. Now it's different, you know.
Perfect now.
Is that the perfect?
No, that's the thing. I'm glad you said you're a spiritual person, not a religious person.
100%.
Because religion is evil.
It's a different thing. Yeah.
But spirituality is how it's supposed to be. It's about your relationship with God. Now, God is the master of timing. We got to remember, he knows us inside and out. And he knows the future.
Yeah.
And according to Jeremiah 29 verse 11, he knows the plans that he has for us.
Come on.
Plans to prosper us and not to harm us. Plans to give us hope in the future.
Yeah.
That's what God does. So when we pray for things, he's going to give us the best from his plan, but in his time. So sometimes we are not ready yet for something that is supposed to come. For example, the School of Leadership.
Yeah.
Right. I had this burden in my heart, I think in 2010 already, to take the School of Leadership to a broader audience. If I had done so at that point in my life, I think I would have flopped. There were too many different things that had to be in place for this thing to roll out properly. Understand? I needed the right people around me. I needed the right resources. There were so many different things that had to be there.
Yes.
And back in 2010, none of that was there. So 12 years later, right, or 11 years later, then everything was in place.
Yeah.
And that's when God said, now you can go.
Yeah.
Now I'm releasing you.
Yeah.
And then I was able to do it. So it's about his time as well. You know, and he knows best. But the thing is, Randy, it's not just going to happen by itself. It's about my dependency on God. So I have to trust God that he's going to release the right things in my life at the right time. So when I pray in the mornings, I pray, Lord, open the doors in my life that you want open.
Come on.
And close the doors that you want closed.
Come on.
So you decide. And at which point you want what opened. And that is where we walk. As spiritual people.
Come on. I love that. I gotta give it to you. Come on. I love that. You know, since we're speaking about timing, I can't wait for the time where you start using TikTok, Anton, you know? And did I just do that? Instagram, you know, because I see now you've allowed time to adapt to Facebook and, you know, you're digitizing, fourth industrial revolution. And that's why time is so beautiful. You know, time is so beautiful because we adapt to new things. Yeah. In summary, to the people watching back at home, what do you
just shut me up. I can't say anything.
In summary, to the people back at home, law of timing, what do we leave them with?
Okay. So in my life, I have to aim to do the right thing at the right time.
Yeah.
So taking personal ownership of my life, in other words, leading my life well, means that I mustn't only look at the right thing to do. I need to look at the right time to do the right thing.
Come on.
You know, so when I do things, it's just as important as what I do.
Come on.
And I got to remember that.
Yeah.
So in my relationships, in my personal decision making, in my leadership of others, right, I want to become the man God created me to be so that I could make the biggest impact on the world around me. But that is a process.
Yeah.
And I need to understand that as I grow, my impact will be bigger. In the right time, the right things will happen.
Come on. There you acing it, eh? Come on. Yeah, that's why he's my mentor, ladies and gents. I need to take a selfie with you. We don't have enough. So once again, a big shout out to Dr. John C. Maxwell for the 21 Irrefutable.
I just want to say, I don't know if you noticed, I just took with the old digital camera, not the phone.
I saw you doing this. I was like, okay, this must be modified. Yeah. But once again, a big shout out to Dr. John C. Maxwell. You know, your content is so amazing. The 21
absolutely.
Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. And as we're drawing to a conclusion with our amazing series, you'll realize we always respect the time of each episode so that we keep you captivated. I mean, come on. I know our producers going, Our producers are looking at us going, really? Yeah? But I have to wrap it up, and we have to wrap it up in a nice way, you know? Respect time. I'm learning that as we go. You know, we're not pretending here. This is a very real show. And respect time. Once you respect time, it will also give you respect. You'll see things will happen according to your desire and your plans. Thank you so much, Anton. This was amazing.
Thank you for joining us for another amazing episode of Lead Now.
You gotta. You gotta?
You gotta love it.
You gotta love it. Yes, man. Come on. There we go.
We've hoped you've enjoyed this episode of Lead Now, proudly brought to you by the School of Leadership Africa. Please remember to follow us on our social media. You can find us on Facebook at the School of Leadership and also on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at SoulAfrica_ZA. Thanks for tuning in.